What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and I haven't really had a sit down conversation with you guys in a while. Been doing a lot of interviews, conversations, trying to further the culture. Because in my opinion, I believe it's more to the drill culture than diss rap songs and interviews and shit. I think it's a lot more to the culture. That's the reason why I be trying to do episodes of like a TV series and all kind of things like that. A lot of people don't know I actually filmed another TV series called Apartment 27. I didn't like how it turned out. I didn't like how it looked, so I never released it. I actually had like a top Instagram comedian in it. It starred him, me, and my son, but I never used it because I just didn't like how the footage looked. But if y'all ask me enough and spam the comments enough, I'll still drop it. But I wanted to be real though, because a lot of people get me confused with like an interviewer or something like that. And I tell them I'm not an interviewer. I interview people in the drill culture. I'm a drill historian. I've been documenting the culture for a while. Some people kind of call me like a blogger, so that's okay. But I'm actually a drill historian. But I do interviews to kind of get further in the drill culture. A lot of people always ask me, Truth, can you reveal some of the things you done found in the drill culture? Can you give us some of your findings? I know you got a book. You've been documenting this shit for a while. And yeah, I do kind of feel like this the time where I can get to that point and tell you guys. Because, I always tell people this drill culture is a little deceptive. Now, it ain't what you believe. But one of the one things that kind of stand out in the drill culture to me is ZackTv. And I always tell people that I try to show him respect in everything that I do because he helped me get to this point, to be honest with you. Never met him in real life, but had plenty of phone conversations with him, plenty of DMs, messages, and things like that. I considered him a friend. I gained a lot of momentum from him. He told people to support me, always brought my name up in his interviews, never hated on me. He understood that we were like seeds of a tree that he planted. I say that a lot. His death shocked me, got me upset because a lot of people is always confused about what happened to Zach. What the hell, Zach? What the fuck? When I look into my report, I'm not as like this as a lot of people are because it's kind of like in the open. A lot of people know exactly what happened to Zach TV. It's not a mystery. But you got to understand this street shit, and street shit don't belong on the internet. The internet is filled with a lot of people who believe things and opinions and shit. Street shit is not on the internet. Well, not too much of it, It could be, but the real is not on the internet. Maybe the opinion of the street shit is on the internet. That's the reason why you don't see stories about what happened to Zach. I actually went to the crime scene, filmed plenty of videos, got the police reports, looked at a lot of paperwork, talked to people close to Zach. When I looked into his case, I seen that it was a pawn shop right next door with video footage. They claimed Zach was in an argument with a group of people. Like Zach was in an argument. He looked at uncomfortable, as he went to his car. That's what the report says, and inside of that pawn shop, it's a video camera captured it all. Kind of seemed like Zach was in an altercation. I don't know if it led to knuckles, but looked like it was uncomfortableness there. Then, Zach ended up losing his life, I guess, after leaving the nightclub. Or whatever it was, they was doing like a talent show and shit there. It was no secret or none of that. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. In Chicago, you gotta, and I never understood that. I get it. We can't be out here telling on people, and I understand that. I support that kind of shit. But this what you guys gotta understand. Zach not no little street nigga, man. There ain't no little homie in the hood. That man was monumental for our city. That was some whole shit by taking Zach, So we treat whole niggas like whole niggas. Somebody coming through and taking somebody who's important to our community and important to us, and we gotta, I never understood that. I get the get back, I get it, but family members, moms, sisters, and shit, they don't understand the get back. They want justice. That's why I say, so a lot of people know what happened to Zach. That was downtown. A lot of people down there. You ever been downtown? There's constant shit going on down there. And it's party night. So people understand. It was even, the aftermath was captured on the camera, uploaded to the videos on YouTube. People seen that. Like Zach Carr and shit like that. Seen the argument. People started saying his friends were involved and shit, but it's no mystery. People know what happened to Zach TV. You just got to keep quiet in this type of culture. I don't know exactly what happened because remember, street shit is no one wants to get 50 years in jail. So, You know, you might believe the rap songs of people dissing people, but more than likely, if they dissing you in a rap song, they didn't do it. Now, some of these niggas is crazy, and I ain't saying they ain't, you know. But street shit, it'd be hard to get the real on the internet. You'll get the rumors. Kind of like Jojo did. A lot of people ask me about Jojo. I tell people about Jojo. You know, the hood know what happened to Jojo. You got to understand this. Rico Recklezz style, you know, like shouting out Lil Reese and start being cool with other people once he realized life is too short to be gang banging and street shit. When you got an opportunity to change your life, turn your family members into entrepreneurs, make sure your mom ain't got to work no more. Fuck all that beef shit. I think Rico Recklezz realized that early. But I'm telling you, even though Recklezz is don't give a fuck and he reckless and shit, he wouldn't be hanging with nobody who killed Jojo. So you guys jumped into that. Lil Reese did something to Jojo. That was just the internet. That was the speculation because of that video happened. You know, it's street shit happened to Jojo, and the streets know what that was. Now, I'm not saying people weren't affiliated with people who had something to do with nothing, but a lot of people jumped on Swag De Niro and act like he was telling when he went to BET. He was on a TV show. Swag told. Swag didn't tell because Swag knows what happened to his brother. But Swag kept it gangster and zipped his mouth up, did what he had to do because Jojo's mother was there, so he supported her. Whether you want to believe that or not, those guys know what happened to Jojo. You know, it's no secret. That shit happened in the hood. They know plenty of enemies. They know who was beefing. It was people with Jojo when that shit happened. It wasn't like it was deserted outside. No one was outside. It's just street shit. You know, and people don't be putting the real street shit on the internet. You gonna get street shit on the internet, but it be like opinion based and shit like that. The same way I can say like with MubuKrump, with my finance. And it's hard speaking on MubuKrump because I'm cool with Bam Dowop. That's like his cousin. I fuck with Bam Dowop. That's my homie. But I be transparent in these, you know, conversations. I get a lot of subscribers, viewership. Hell, I even make money off this shit, so I got to be honest when I'm in front of this lens to reward you guys. MubuKrump death was big on the internet. You know, Pooh Shiesty, a major artist, and he jumped on Lildurk's song Back in Blood, and Back in Blood clearly threw shots at Krump in that song. Krump was once a close friend of Lildurk. You know, close. Then they turned into frenemies somehow. But Krump was a real close friend of Lildurk, you know. Then they turned to arch enemies, like I say. So you got to understand, it be strong hatred with type of shit like that. So the internet jumped into rumors that OTF did something to Krump. When I looked into my reports, I didn't see that. I seen the altercation that happened, and something happened, you know. But from the reports and the people I spoke with, I was told an altercation happened, and then a reaction happened from an altercation. I wasn't told that it was a backdoor and somebody spotted somebody in, you know. But this is an open case, so, you know, to be speaking too much into this is kind of like straddling the line of the police, which I ain't gonna do. But Krump brother is actually saying he's locked up for a murder right now that Krump committed. You know, he's saying he's locked up right now for something he didn't do. His brother did that. They look alike, so somehow the police mixed them up. That's what he's saying. You know, Krump not here anymore, so I guess that's like a free pass to kind of do that. I'm not saying it's not the truth. I'm not saying it's not real. But a lot of people been saying, man, that's wrong for him to do that. Man, that bogus as hell. He's snitching on his brother. I don't know if we can really say that. You know, Krump not here, and I'm pretty sure Krump would love for his brother to get an opportunity to get free. And that might be a possibility that did happen, you know. What if that guy is locked up unjustly? You know, just because the streets say, hey, he trying to get up out of here don't mean it ain't. You know, so we got to remember that this internet shit get very, very strong. Another thing people always ask me about is like, is the King Von FBG Duck beef fake? I'm going to speak on that in my next videos because I'm going to do a few of these. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe because I'm going to be dropping a lot of these type videos because it's a lot of things I want to reveal to you in the drill culture. One thing I will tell you before I leave this video, King Von has made a lot of songs about STL, Wooski, FBG Duck, Not From 63rd. Hell, Dirt didn't even got influence to jump into that shit. So it's a beef there. It's a hatred there.